evening, jelly beans. This is Jewelry Jelly here with Jessica and George Washing Machine. And I hope you all had a lovely week. To be honest with you guys, it's frickin' freezing out. And yeah. So we are returning to the world of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And just to give you all a recap of what happened last time, Azami and Jasmine were called to the home of a former host turned influencer who peddles beauty products and beauty supplements because he had come into possession of something called a Kotori Bako, which apparently is a cursed box that is said to bring death to whoever comes in contact with it. I mean, part of the story is the fact that the Kotori Bako? An urban myth that got attention online as a horror story. It was said to be fiction, but the details were elaborate to the extreme. There were rumors the box actually existed. The story, as it was told, is as follows. Someone from a settlement was the victim of severe discrimination. They vowed to kill off the entire bloodline of the village head's family. They built a box around the fingers of a child's sacrifice and called it the Kotori Bako. The curse affects women and children who go near the box, but not grown men. That sounds exactly like that box. What happens if you get cursed? The horror story itself claims that their insides would twist and rupture, leading to death. Insides? Twisting and rupturing? There are two kinds of curses. One targets specific individuals. For example, changing one of the kanji in their name to the kanji for curse. The other curses multiple people indiscriminately, an especially dangerous type of curse. A cursed doll that kills its owner, a cursed chair that kills those who sit in it. Wow. For this case, though, we don't know whether the curse's effects will mirror those in the story. You should assume a high level of danger while investigating. Rina-san should stay away. Ms. Azami and Ms. Jasmine, please leave the place immediately. Huh? What? Is it that bad? Twisted insides? And death? June, we should really send that box back to Nishitani. Scary. And it seems like the real thing? Either way, please head to the former owner, Nishitani-san's place, and ask him where he found the box. We may be able to determine how to avoid the curse. Understood. Zami, know what? Yes? I touched that box just a bit. And, I feel a bit queasy. No, wait, are you serious? But wait, maybe you're just feeling lightheaded or it's a cold. Yeah? Jasmine? Yeah? Why, Jasmine? Why? No way. Next day. Are you alright, Jasmine? Thought I could sleep it off. You look really pale. Is it really because you touched the box? It's okay, Zami. I just feel a little bit sick. Like a bit anemic, maybe? Anyway, heading to this Nishitani guy's place. I can still drive, so no worries. Yeah, I guess. Jasmine, are you really okay? If you're too sick to drive... I said I'm fine! Anyway, what do we need to check on again? Looking for info about Nishitani-san, the box's previous owner. That might lead to the village where the box came from. Going there might help us lift your curse and also Rina-san's curse, right? Slow down, Zami. We don't know if it's a village. Besides, when we checked yesterday, didn't posts say the previous owner went missing? Well, let's still do what we can. I'll do my absolute best searching for info on Nishitani-san. Heh, you're getting really good at this. Do me a favor and look into the box's curse, too. Understood. Okay, so it looks like this is Nishitani-san. A lot of people seem to be interested in Nishi-chan. You'd better be okay, Nishitani. Prove that this curse can be broken. Ah, there is one. Your radar is super accurate, Jasmine. I gotcha. Okay, so we got a couple of keywords. Complaints and Nishitani. Nishi-chan, I should say. When my relatives in the country called Nishi-chan the treasure hunter, he bought their antiques at criminally low prices. Should I file a complaint? There is a reaction. Looks like a lot of people are interested. I'll look into the weird box. Please do. Your chance at one of Nishi-chan's treasures. I found the rumored weird box in the warehouse of a village estate. Have a look at this design. What craftsmanship! A terrible legend. When he got the box, he must have heard the story in the village. I see, so the box came with some lore. Cursed. Of course one would think that. He felt it firsthand. Is it okay to sell a cursed box? Well, it's not a product excuse me, that violates the law or anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's going to buy it. Yeah, it'd have to be the kind of thing someone's really into. Ill health? Which means the curse was taking effect by the time you started to post about it. Does that mean Nishitani-san was cursed? Oh man, I bet that's what happened. What did you get yourself into, Nishi-chan? Wait, what? A snake? What does he mean? Do you see it, Jasmine? Reina-san said something about seeing a snake too. Nothing in the picture, at least to me. Does that mean Nishi-chan saw something there? This is looking grim. The groundwork for a death is all here. Which means it's been a week since he saw something in his room. Yeah, this seems bad. What is this Sugisawa village? Zami, have you not seen the news? It's super famous as a village-type urban myth. Let's take some more looks at these. Nishi-chan the treasure hunter. This is Nishitani-san, the previous owner? Looks like it. He travels out to buy people's unwanted items. So, did he really go missing? I'm curious about that too. We should look into it. You can really go and buy that many different kinds of items? It's like a thrift shop. They stock all kinds of things. Dead stock? Like zombies? It's just items still in their original packaging that didn't sell. Dead on the shelves, so dead stock. There can be treasure found in old toys. If it's really rare, it could sell for a lot. Right, so they have to be sold somewhere. There are probably companies that buy them. Are you okay? Don't force yourself to talk. No, if I don't keep talking, my mind will get all foggy. Jasmine? Online shopping? Do you think he has a website? I bet he's just using some online marketplace site. Looks like a pain. The sticks? Wow, customers outside the cities could be reading this. Weird guy. With that attitude, customers will get upset. There must be bad reviews. We can get more info from there. Maybe there is a word in this post that stands out. Isn't that a little harsh? If both sides agreed to the transaction, what's done is done. Selective about what he'll buy? Maybe he doesn't buy certain kinds of items. What? He seems pretty aggressive with his business. He doesn't exactly look like the nicest salesman. A historical Buddhist painting? Maybe that does call for a divine punishment. Buddhism doesn't deal in punishment, it's more about karma. But forcing your way into a temple, that is pretty extreme. Does that mean he was cursed because he did bad things? What goes around comes around, that's karma. And someone mentioned the box too. You should probably look into that. The Kotori Bako in a village estate? So that's where he got it, but which village? Do you think it's valuable? Who knows, it's true the design is unique. There isn't anything in the photo, right? Nope. They're worried. He did post a lot. Come on, is this for real? Gone missing? Just hope he's alive. He really got the artifact from the village? He took something that he really shouldn't have. I'm pretty sure Nishitani-san found the box in that village. I wonder if someone in the village made the box. Or did they bring it over from somewhere else? Homemade or brought in? Long as we find out how the box came to be, we'll know what to do. Are you okay? Not doing great. Yeah, we've arrived at Nishitani's place. Let's go see if he's here. Hello, excuse me. Nishitani-san, please, answer the door. Oh no, I hope he isn't dead or anything. Freak. Who are you? I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Well, we need to talk to you. The box. It's about the box. My brain's starting to shut off. I'll handle this, Jasmine. I'll ask about where the village is so we can undo the curse. Yeah, good idea. Oh, also, push that Nishitani guy for info on why he tried to curse Mr. Beauty. But please take it easy, get some rest. I'll be sure to ask about that. Okay, so we are in Nishitani's home. Let's put on the glasses. Creepy looking shadow. Looks similar to the one I saw at Mr. Beauty's place. I wonder what it is. The red box must have been here before. I knew it. Strange shadows around the box. Maybe there's some traces that hint at the nature of the box. A shadow of a man holding a box. Is this Nishitani-san? Must be a trace from when he brought in the box from somewhere. A box that is quite smaller than the red box, and also a decorative scroll. Okay, nothing over here. This room is full of cardboard boxes, just like Mr. Beauty's place. I guess that's what it's like to be a treasure hunter. A ton of boxes here too. I wonder what's inside. Old toys. They cost more if the box is there too, I heard. Bookshelves, mostly full of manga. I wonder if these books are valuable too. There's an empty space just here. And tons of dead bugs scattered around. Gross! A square imprint in the dust with dead bugs around it. It's the same as Mr. Beauty's place. The red box was here before. I'm willing to bet that the red box probably, like, when I think of red and antique, the only thing that I can think of is maybe Cinnabar, and yeah, that's dangerous. Empty cans and bottles of beer and booze on the floor. Is the curse making him do this, or was he like this anyway? So unhealthy. Boxes packed up with packing tape. Are these sold products that they're about to send off? Nishitani-san's packing is heavy-handed, technically speaking, but crude overall. Sorry for the sudden visit. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. We're looking into that box. Box. Hehe. That box. I'll tell you everything. Hehe. Our divinity agrees I should. Could you please tell us anything you know about that box? The box. The box, yeah. It's sacred for sure. Those patterns, those are truly divine. Divine? As in gods? Those patterns? We need to know about the box's curse. Are you cursed as well? It isn't a curse. A blessing it is. Or is it a curse? Curses are scary. Didn't you send it to Mayusaki-san to curse him? One touch and you're done. Did Beauty touch it too? Yes! Then we're done. Just as planned. One touch and you're done. Then you did send it to curse Mr. Beauty. The book told me to. The book? Which book? Where did you get that box from? Just the address or village name will do. Box? Village? Oh, yes, that village. Yes, the village. Tell us where it is. Box? Which box? Village? This isn't going anywhere. Maybe we need something to help him talk. The box. What happened to Beauty? If he's cursed, I'll drink to that. The book. That book. Which book? Acme Cursing 101, Volume 1? Must be it, but wow, that title. The author is Tsutomu Kizaragi again? And this is a signed copy too. Is Nishitani a fan of his? Anyway, need to figure out the curse first. Diving in. Lifting curses, lifting curses. There we go. Curses are hazardous. You can't mention them, look at them, hear them, or touch them. Once you've touched a curse, you'll never be entirely the same again. If the curse was born from hatred, from strong negative emotions towards others, it cannot truly be lifted. Hey, talk about low expectations. Isn't there something we could do? Types of curses might have something helpful. Curses cause a variety of symptoms. In descending order of bestowing cost: instant death curses, progressing curses, temporary curses. Assessing which of the three categories match the symptoms will help you narrow down the possible curse. That's about it for helpful info. Rina-san and Jasmine's symptoms look like they're from a progressing curse. That means they're going to get worse, and there's no mention of a cure. I got this, Jasmine. Please, get some rest. I'm relying on you. I guess a break here and there. Jasmine, are you alright? Zami, kinda weird question for you. You don't see a snake like what was on the box wrapped around my leg or anything? A snake? Not that I can see. Do you mean you're seeing something like that? Nah, no way, just playing with ya. Jasmine's saying something similar to Rina-chan. And so did Nishitani-san online. Maybe Nishitani-san sees the snake too. Nishitani-san might have imbued the red box with a curse after reading some kind of book. What a jerk. So this is his fault too, eh? But his answers are all over the place. I'll try to catch any hints they may have. The box. What happened to Beauty? If he's cursed, I'll drink to that. Nishitani-san, do you see any snakes around? Like the patterns on that box. Snakes? Box pattern? Why, yes! On the walls and floors and everywhere! The pattern from the box, the sign of divinity. It comes inside and eats my guts. It will feast on my heart next. Such a blessing. Nishitani-san, are you okay? Your heart is next? What do you mean? Next is in... If they eat your heart, you'd be doomed. I should write down notes on Nishitani-san. Nishitani-san was the previous owner of the red box before Mayusaki-san. He said something really scary. What did he say the snake would be eating soon? His heart is going to be eaten. Too scary. How much of this is even true? Let's think things over for a bit. The curse Jasmine and Rina-san are suffering from? How could we undo it? The answer isn't always straightforward. But we must do something fast! Let us focus a bit more on the do something part. There was a book that Nishitani-san consulted about curses. What did it say? That there are several categories of curses and the symptoms differ. As far as the symptoms go, no one has died yet, right? Yes, so it's probably a progressing curse. If you read that far, then you should have seen it. That book should have offered some form of hope. Hope? In that book? Trying to remember. If the curse was born of hatred towards someone specific, it cannot be lifted. Sounds pretty hopeless. Isn't there anything we can do for people who've been cursed? I should reread the quotes from the book that I noted in my journal. If the reason for the curse isn't someone's hatred, it may be possible to... If the reason for the curse isn't someone's hatred, it may be possible to lift the curse. Yes, that's definitely a possibility. So as long as the curse from the box wasn't born of hatred towards someone, it's possible to do something about it. To find out what's causing the curse, we'll need to determine where and why the box was made. Nishitani-san, what did you bring back from the village? I brought back a lot. Not enough wrapping paper, though. Too far out there to buy anything. Look all over the house. Grabbed a calendar. Excuse me. Grabbed a calendar off the wall without asking. A calendar? Are you sure they were okay with that? He had issues even before this curse, it seems. Their fault for not having wrapping paper ready, right? I'm gonna look for some more boxes. Were any of these things brought home with a red box? A large pile of clothing. Maybe secondhand. They have that unique smell. Fragments of leaves. Maybe tea or some kind of spice. Laurel, was it? A decorative scroll in a plain box of foxglove wood. The scroll itself is in surprisingly good condition. Could this be an antique ink wash painting or something? Let's take a look. A painting of a box with strange patterns coming from it? Is this? I'm pretty sure this was brought here from the village with the red box. And that's about it. Would Nishitani-san remember anything about this decorative scroll? This shadow seems to be a trace of when he brought back the red box. I wonder if there are any clues on which village the box came from. Do you remember seeing the painting on this scroll? The box! The box! It slithers out from the box! Where did you find this? The old warehouse. In the village. Big house. It was with the box. So the scroll was brought back from the village with the red box. The village head was killed by that thing. And the one before, and the one before, the Tajima family all died to it. The Tajima family? All killed? So the box's curse was in effect even before Nishitani-san became its owner? This scroll was a warning. I warned him about the danger. This might have been the terrible legend that Mr. Beauty heard from Nishitani-san. Something brought here with the box. Searching. What's this? An old sign? Guess you can find collectors for almost anything. A wooden box? Isn't this the small box I saw through the glasses? The small box brought here with the red box from the village. Is this box safe? I don't see anything written on it. Fingers crossed this isn't a cursed box too. Scary, but here goes. Nope, empty. It reads tea bowl on the back of the box. Is he keeping the tea bowl somewhere else? I wonder if Nishitani will tell us. The box. Do you remember where you put the tea bowl that was in the small box? Tea bowl? The tea bowl from the big house? The big house? So that bowl was from the village too? That bowl sold for a good sum. The bonus I sent Beauty is complaint-proof too. I'll get back to you about Mr. Beauty and complaint-proof, but where's the bowl now? Sold it. Need to send it. But I'm all out of bubble wrap. I have tons of wrapping paper. Make a fortune once I send it. So he hasn't sent it yet. We should look for it. Tempted to open the boxes and search around. Yeah, I'm opening these. I'll redo the wrapping later. Huh? Is it here or here? No? No. Why isn't the tea bowl here? Has he already sent it off? Or did he need to send it but threw it away instead? Could the tea bowl be here? Countless cans of low malt beer. It smells. Huh? Could this be it? Found the tea bowl. It's tightly wrapped in wrapping paper. This must be the tea bowl he brought back from the village. Let's think things over for a bit. Which village did Nishitani-san bring back the Kotori Bako from? We have the tea bowl and the decorative scroll here, but there's nothing written on either. Your plight more or less warrants my appearance. Imaginary center director growing bolder and bolder. Nishitani-san brought home a tea bowl and a decorative scroll, together with the red box. I did find those, but they didn't have anything written on them. Were those the only things he brought back? Seeing how confused Nishitani-san is currently, it may seem there is no way of determining the village of origin. But have you exhaustively explored all possibilities? Kindly jog your memory again. The things Nishitani brought home from the village were the tea bowl and the scroll. Was there anything else? And could it have clues leading to the village? Was there anything else that might have something about the village written on it? The wrapping paper that is wrapped around the tea bowl. The wrapping paper could be a clue. Nishitani said he looked for wrapping paper for the tea bowl and grabbed a calendar from the house. I hope it'll tell us something. I think we handed the tea bowl to Nishitani-san. Show us the tea bowl from earlier, please. This is important merchandise. You mess it up, you buy it. This wrapping paper around the tea bowl. Yes, it's a calendar for the village's liquor store. And their address is listed too, Hirutsuka Village. We need to head to Hirutsuka Village. So the Kotori Bako was from Hirutsuka Village? Nishitani-san, why did you take that box? Why? I couldn't take my eyes off when I first saw it. I realized I was holding it. This box is at a whole new level from the fakes I've ripped off so far. It's the real deal. Wow. The divinity is coming. No one will be safe. No one. Nishitani-san? Oh no! Please! Nishitani-san! Please answer me! Oh. Thank you for coming so fast. Another of Mayasaki's associates. What the hell is going on with that dude? Huh? Is there a problem? No, but... Will Nishitani-san be alright? He's not dead. It was probably a myocardial infarction or something. Myocardial infarction. A heart attack? I see. Have a good day. Sure. Thank you for your help. For now, we really need to figure out the curse. Unless we do something, the same thing is going to happen to Jasmine and Rina-san. Oh, it's from the director. Are you all right, Mrs. Ami? Director-san! The box's curse put Nishitani-san in an ambulance. Yes, I saw everything. I'm keeping watch on Jasmine, too. I need to get to Hirotsuka Village, now! Good idea. Mrs. Ami, please do head to Hirotsuka Village. Okay. I will have Jasmine on standby, and on watch, at Mr. Mayusaki's place. She is in no condition for long-distance driving, and if they open the box before we figure out the curse, the damage may be irreversible. You will be handling this investigation alone from here. Mrs. Ami, it is up to you whether we manage to save Jasmine. Please count on me. I will do what it takes to help Jasmine. All right, then head to Hirotsuka Village by taxi. And, by the way, make sure the receipt reads Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Alright, so we are taking a trip. So, this must be Hirotsuka Village. Oh, that might be one of the residents. Excuse me. Hello? I'm looking for the Tajima family residence. The Tajima estate? What exactly for? I won't stop you, but blame yourself if anything happens. Yes. At least I made it here. I feel so anxious without Jasmine. It's from the director. It seems you've arrived. Hirotsuka Village, Tajima family. Yes, made it here somehow. This has been on my mind since visiting Nishitani-san's place. The red box, which is likely a Kotori Bako. Its curse was affecting Nishitani-san, though he is an adult man. Whereas the curse supposedly only affects women and children. You're right, I remember too. Will I be okay? Indeed. It's concerning that you show no signs of being cursed. Of those who went near the box, the only two yet to be cursed are Mr. Mayusaki and you, Mrs. Ami. It seems there may be a condition for receiving the curse. I agree, and gender and age don't seem to be a factor. Talking to a local might reveal something related. I suspect we will find clues in the Tajima family home. Understood! Please be extra careful, Mrs. Ami. You there. You from that urban something center? Yes, I am. Got a call from a Meguriya earlier. So you're researching cultural properties? Cultural properties? Oh yes, that's exactly right. It's about the cultural properties here. We were hoping to ask you about this home's history and things and look around if possible. Yes. I see. My name is Hatakeyama. I've been placed in charge of maintaining this estate. The owners of this house, the Tajima family, have already passed away around a decade ago. Nobody lives here now, so you can look around freely. Let me know if you have any questions. I will, thank you. Alright, so we are at the Tajima family estate. A shadow carrying boxes and things? Probably Nishitani-san. So he did take the red box from this village. Judging from his shadow, it's safe to say that Nishitani-san was here. He has the red box and decorative scroll, but isn't carrying the small box with the T-bowl. A shadowy figure. Nishitani-san, perhaps? He seems to be looking around a lot. What is he doing? Looking around pretty suspiciously. One of the tea bowls is missing from the cupboard. Did Nishitani-san steal it? I wonder if Hatakeyama-san knows about that. Lots of nice dishware. They look pretty expensive. Some of these seem really fancy. Huh? There's an empty space here. Looks like a tea bowl might have been in this spot. A series of photos of the dignified elderly. This must be the Tajima family's lineage. Did some of these people die from the box's curse, perhaps? I should ask Hatakeyama-san about that. This seems to be a small altar or shrine. Weird-looking plants vines are entwined around it like snakes. Snakes? No way. So this is the old warehouse. Will it just open? Nope, it's locked. I should ask Hatakeyama-san. I'll be here, so let me know if you have any questions. Have you lived in this village and worked this job for a long time? Yes, been here a long time, though I usually work on my farm. Ever since Shujo Chajima passed away about 10 years ago. I've been in charge of maintaining this estate. I see. I heard that a distant relative of the Tajima family is living overseas, so they have the rights to this estate and belongings by inheritance. So the things in this house are owned by those overseas relatives? How about the old warehouse in the back? The warehouse is supposed to be communal property owned by the village. May I ask you about the Tajima family? They were the village head of Hirotsuka village for a long time. The Tajimas are famous around here. They were a distinguished family in this village, but that came to an end with Shuzo-san's passing. Could you tell me about Shuzo Tajima? You're sounding more and more like a detective. Shuzo Tajima was his father's only son. To put it bluntly, he more or less lived off the Tajima family fortune. He never married and played around through his late years, then eventually lost his mind. He stopped showing up, so we came checking on him and found him dead in the warehouse. Heart attack. He had a heart attack? Sorry to ask this all of a sudden, but there was a box with a patterned design which was probably in this house. The box? Are you really here to research cultural properties? I don't know where you heard that, but I refuse to talk about it. Let me guess, that man who came the other day, Nishitani, has been babbling away. Insolent thief. Nishitani-san came here and took away the box, didn't he? I told you, I'm not going to talk about that. Doesn't seem like he'll say anything more. How can I get him to open up? About the tea bowl in the small box from the cupboard. The tea bowl? You know where it's gone to? Chances are Nishitani-san took it away without permission. I knew it was him. It's probably still at Nishitani-san's place, so you should be able to get it back. Glad to hear that. This estate and the belongings in it are the property of distant relatives of the Tajima family. We'd be in trouble if anything got lost. I promise we'll bring that tea bowl back, so please, tell us about the red box. Okay. Would you mind unlocking the old warehouse so I can take a look inside? No, that's off limits. Not a place for strangers. Even us villagers avoid entering unless we really have to. Okay. I need to think of a way to convince him. About the photos of the Tajima family lineage displayed in the house? Oh yes, the rugged face on the far left? That's Rinzo Tajima. He was family head 2 generations ago. Made a fortune before the war through his trade business with South America. He was the powerful landlord of this entire area. Both the house and the old warehouse were built during this time. Loved drinking and was short-tempered, so he had no small number of enemies. Then again, he's said to have lost his mind too, for whatever reason, and died of a heart disease.
Rinzo-san lost his mind and had heart problems too?
His son Shujiro was the previous family head, in a stark contrast to his father Rinzo, kind-hearted and hard-working. But Shujiro passed away too from a heart disease at a young age. Next is Shujiro's son, Shuzo, the Tajima's family's only son who died around a decade ago. He was similar to his grandfather Rinzo, but he was a spoiled child. Lost his mind, then had a heart attack.
So 3 generations of Tajima family heads passed away from heart problems. Please tell us about the red box again.
Yes, the red box. It was made by the family head 2 generations ago, Rinzo Tajima.
So they could curse someone?
Curse someone? Who told you such nonsense?
Oh right, wait. I thought he'd made the Kotori Bako.
Don't know what you mean by Kotori Bako, but you could say it was a cursed box.
So the curse did take effect. What happened? To who?
Many of the villagers lost their minds.
Villagers lost their minds? What happened to them?
They eventually died from illnesses of the heart. This happened around my grandfather's time.
Villagers died because of the box? So the story about the box's curse was true. About Nishitani-san.
Oh, that thief. Showed up offering to buy dormant treasures from us at good prices. I turned him down, but he kept pushing. I told him the items in the house weren't for sale, and he went for the warehouse. I figured the stuff in there should be fine to let go. He took the red box, decorative scroll, and other things stored there.
Hatakeyama-san, could you please open the warehouse? I won't take long, just a look.
Neither me nor anyone in this village go in that warehouse. We avoid even touching the warehouse key for fear of uncatching an unholy curse.
An unholy curse?
There's a small shrine in the courtyard. We keep the key there as a kind of divine item. If you want to look inside the warehouse, go ahead and take the key from there.
The shrine in the courtyard, noted. Thank you. It's scary, but have to save Jasmine. I should write some notes on the people I met. Hatakeyama-san looks after the Tajima family home, which no longer has any residents. He was looking for something that was taken from a cupboard in the house. What was it? That's right. He's looking for the tea bowl that Nishitani-san took away. He seems worried. I should send it back to him later. So the key is supposed to be in here. The vines are in the way. There it is, the key. Time to open up the warehouse. This should do it. Click. Going in. Phew, it's darker than I thought. Let's leave the door open. Yep, this should be enough light to see. If the cursed box was made here, maybe we can find out how to undo the curse. Let the investigation be... Huh? Wait, what? No way! Why? Takeyama-san, the George is closed. Please, let me out. No way, no way. This can't be happening. Jasmine! Oh, right, I should call the director. No signal! Get a grip, Azami. You need to figure this out yourself. Jasmine is in much more danger. I need to find clues on the curse. Go, Azami, but go where? Is there another exit? Windows? Back doors? I'll try feeling my way along the wall. Is this a wall? Wait! Snakes? Is this the curse?
all right. The door was completely shut.
Takeyama-san!
Huh? What the? So you weren't the one who closed the door. I warned you. You don't know what this warehouse can do to you.
Tell me something. Are there any snakes around my arm?
I hope you haven't lost your mind already. I don't see anything.
There's nothing, right?
Either way, don't stay in here too long.
Sorry to bother you. I'll just look around it just a little bit longer. Stacks of large boxes, many empty boxes too. Big enough for kids to hide in. It's scary, but I don't see any warding Ofudas. I'm going to open this and take a peek. It's empty, but there's a nice strong scent. Wonder what it is. Looks like the boxes here are all empty. I wonder what was in them. Must have been quite a lot in all. A big mortar and big pestle? Thin, shriveled branches or something laid out on a flat plate? These shriveled, thin branches on the plate? Could they be... human fingers? No, they're actually dried plants. Ugh. An old table, and marks on the wall in front of it. Something was displayed here before. Maybe a decorative scroll? Right, the scroll that Nishitani-san had. It was once on the wall here. These patterns, they're the same as the ones on the red box. I remember Nishitani-san saying they were divine patterns or something. I should bring this up with Takeyama-san too. The shadow of a box. Pretty sure it's that red box. The shadow is kind of weird. Who could it be? What are they doing in front of the table? This shadow seems to be holding a big box. Nishitani-san probably, carrying a big box out? What could have been in the box? I should ask Takeyama-san about the content of these boxes. Phew, the faster I'm out, the better.
I'm surprised at how young you are for an investigator.
I believe Nishitani-san took away a large box from the warehouse.
A large box? Oh yes, the box of tea. Said to be made by Rinso 2 generations ago with a ton of tea leaves in it.
Tea leaves?
Nishitani mentioned he'll be selling the tea to someone. That there's a guy who sells a lot of food and drinks as an internet business.
Internet business? As in Mr. Beauty? That would mean the miracle digestive beauty was tea he found here? That reminds me, Mr. Beauty did say the red box was a bonus for a delivery he received. Must have been when he received the delivery for the tea from this village. About the patterns drawn inside the warehouse.
Ah, those patterns. They're said to have been drawn by Rinzo Tajima, family head 2 generations ago.
Someone referred to them as divine patterns.
I've heard from some of the elder villagers that it's more or less a tatarigami, a fickle deity.
A tatarigami? Does that mean Rinzo-san drew the red box's patterns as he was witnessing the tatarigami?
You could say it was his last piece of work as he was dying from the tatarigami's curse.
What was Rinzo-san doing in the warehouse?
The old villagers say Rinzo was talking with those patterns.
Talking with them? They speak?
He stood in front of the table and talked for hours. Who knows what he might have been seeing?
Going in. Rinzo-san apparently stood in front of the desk and talked to the patterns. So this must be Rinzo-san then. Huh? There's something in his hand. A thick book or notebook? I should check around the table. That book Rinzo-san's shadow was holding. Yes, this must be it. It looks like a diary of sorts. Notably quoted from the shaman I encountered in Southern America. The divine servant doth manifest as a writhing serpentid. I return with the divine servant. Let's stop there for now. Manifest as a writhing serpentid? So this divine servant is in this estate? What? Guess I should have a look around. Anything else? Crush the fingers to powder, brew and consume? Stop, seriously, fingers? Now witness the divine. So you need to brew the fingers and drink it to see those patterns? Oh boy. Hallucinogenic substances? The faster I'm out, the better. Rinzo-san's diary described a way to see the divine. It mentioned severing fingers and putting them on display. Did Rinzo-san do the unthinkable with actual human... Fingers? No, it's not what you think. He was probably referring to those vines you see there. Vines? Around the small shrine? Yes. Rinzo-san used to cut the vines up, roast them, and brew them for tea. He showed me the results of this once, and they did kind of look like fingers. That said, are those things even good as tea? I see. That makes sense. Oh my, I read fingers and I thought... But anyway, is drinking the tea important here? Let's think things over for a bit. The patterns on the box are said to be divine. The people who have been cursed are seeing this pattern. Which means, Take a deep breath, Mrs. Ami. There was no mention of curses from Rinzo-san, the person who made the box. Clues about the curse and about the divine are all mixed up, and I'm unsure what to make of them. I see. Then let's go over what we've learned so far. First of all, who was it that mentioned seeing the divine patterns in snakes? Rina-san and Jasmine and Nishitani-san and Rinzo-san. Those 4 people who showed symptoms from the curse had something in common. Something in common between Rinzo-san and the others? The divine patterns, how to see the snakes. Something that those who got cursed had in common. What causes the curse is... Oh boy. To have vines and snakes show up in hallucinations? Doesn't feel right. Was there really something common between all those people? Rinzo-san, who discovered a way to see the divine, and the ongoing case where people are being cursed by a box. Time separates the 2 groups, but there must be something that they all share. Maybe I should read back on what we noted in the journal. Might help us think this over again.
I have a feeling I know what it is. Okay, so to have tea. Oops. Alcohol and tea at the same time.
Ah. To have alcohol and tea at the same time. I get it. It's the combination of the two. The alcohol and the tea don't do anything separately. Drinking both at the same time is what triggers the curse's symptoms. Ah! Director!
How is it going?
Director, I think I've solved this one. The true cause of the curse.
Ah, your first dissolution, Mrs. Ami. You have come a long way indeed.
The curse that caused harm to Jasmine, Rina-san, and Nishitani-san? It's all from Rinzo-san's tea. June, hold on. Are you sure about this?
I'm surrounded by useless idiots. It's not a curse, but because of the tea, huh? What we want from this box isn't proof of whether it's genuine or not. It's info that will bump up its selling price. Some kind of trend-worthy news.
But what about me? I'm actually...
We can just throw this one away. Before we do, might as well check inside in case.
No, please don't, June. What the? What's in the box? How was my dissolution?
A tea brewed from vines. Intriguing.
Mayusaki-san received the red box that once held that tea. So it was a tea container.
Rinzo-san and Nishitani-san had a regular habit of drinking alcohol. Jasmine and Rina-san ate the cake and the alcohol used in it, and also drank Mayusaki-san's tea. This curse should subside by making sure not to drink any more of Rinzo-san's tea.
We did it!
And yet, the curse may not be quite over yet.
What do you mean? Director? Call ended. Again? Hello, Director, the call dropped just now. Zami? Jasmine? It's bad. Beauty guy just went ahead and... I told him so many times to wait on our report on the box. Inside the box, the curse was there. Jasmine? Jasmine? I wonder what happened at Mayusaki-san's place. Even by taxi, it'll take me a while to get there. I hope I'm not too late. No. Get a grip, Azami. Maybe Mr. Beauty got cursed by someone else unrelated to the tea? I'll do some social media research. Let's check if anyone is holding a grudge against Mr. Beauty. A reaction to Beauty, June. I'll look into it. Whoa, problems with women seems to be getting a lot of attention. Are people just curious? Anyway, let's look into it. A reaction. Maybe there will be something to hint at where the curse came from. Time to give it a search. One instant? Which one are they referring to? Complaints back at his customers? I guess he was hurling complaints at Nishitani-san and the delivery guy too. complaining about your customers? How would that work? I thought if the online reviews were really good, the products were safe. You can buy those? What am I supposed to believe then? So Mayusaki-san would complain to the customers about their complaints? It's hard to tell what is a baseless lie and what is the truth with just social media research. True, some people just use the product without thinking about whether it's working or not. Oh, I see. It's hard to tell whose responsibility it really is. Beauty drink. It's not just beauty. Maybe it's a different product. He's had a lot of products in the past, too. I wonder what kind of issues he dealt with back then. Oh, this is a hot topic. Let's search for beauty drink. Wait, does that mean there are other problems that just don't stand out as much? Why would they think Rina-san is dense? She doesn't seem like that way to me. If he's really doing that, I feel so bad for Rina-san. His behavior is problematic. I wonder how. What? That's scary. I wonder how Rina-san really feels about Mayusaki-san. A life-sucking doll? Is that a different way of cursing people? I should look it up. How is this person saying such terrifying things in such a calm way? Something bad happened to Rina-san? I wonder what it was. Really? Why Rina-san when all she did was promote it? Recall incident? Rina-san apologizing while crying? I wonder what happened. A reaction to recall incident. We should look into it. A grudge? I wonder if it's true. So many issues. So there was a drink product before beauty. Harmful substance? Scary that there could be such harmful substances in a drink. Ward off the complaints, but it went viral. He managed to twist the complaints about harmful substances in his favor? Great at the PR comeback, huh? Reviews seem mixed. He's still popular, so I guess it counts as a success. Rina-san got all the hate. I wonder why. It's Dark Spec News again. Let me check with the glasses anyway. Yep, Dark Spec News. I'll look that up. Dark Spec News' full report on Beauty Jun's beauty drink recall incident. Did he end up cashing out hundreds of millions of yen? Find out now. 7-digit damages? How many years worth in potato snacks? True, 7-digit damages would toss and turn the business. I wonder how Mayusaki-san handled things. They wouldn't have come out unscathed for sure. OEM, another obscure term. Sounds like they paid another company for the goods. Oops, that, no wiggle. Fake labeling? Huh? Mayusaki-san will come with for you? If this was indeed the Samejima incident, nah, no way, I hope. I wonder if he's telling the truth. Curious to hear the details. Mr. Beauty had so many haters. A lot of them were making assumptions from his public image. But there were a lot of complaints and likely a lot of grudges too. Also, Rina-san's been through a lot. She even had to do a tearful apology. Anyway, I'll go to Mr. Beauty's place and find out for myself. Jasmine, are you okay? I told that guy to wait for our report. How are those two? Rina-san and Mayusaki-san are both groggy, but conscious at least. I'll ask them what happened. What exactly happened to Mayusaki? This is just a possibility, but he may have gotten a different curse. If we can find out what kind of curse it is, we might be able to lift it. If you say so, go ahead and look into that. Please take it easy, Jasmine. Investigation on! The 10th prize trophy for EC Site's Health Foods category. Pricey champagne and the plushy bear with Mr. Beauty bangs. This plushy bear looks a lot like Mr. Beauty. Novelty merch for his fans, perhaps? I don't know what it is, but this plushie feels weird when I touch it. Oh, wait! Needles? Dozens of needles are stuck in it! Who did this? Does Mr. Beauty know? The red box with the lid open. Is it safe to peek in? This box really gives me the creeps. I should take a look, though I'd rather not. Ugh. Photos with needles in them, a straw doll, dead bugs. Someone is definitely trying to curse Mr. Beauty. Eep. Are these teeth? Human teeth? Even I can see this is the real thing, on a different level from trolling or sabotage. I need to check the whole place. Might find something else too. We should show these photos to Mr. Beauty just to be sure. Something on the bottom? Huh? There's something written on the bottom of the box too. Strangely shaped letters. I just touched them. I hope I'll be alright. Okay, I'm looking at some of the kanji now. One's the kanji for death, one's the kanji for happiness. Please get some rest, Jasmine. Don't worry about me. I should be able to handle the investigation. I'm relying on you. I'll examine the red box again, question Mr. Beauty. I'll also check the room in case we might have any new clues. The box was originally found in the Hirotsuka village warehouse. Question is, what's in it right now? Oh yeah, good question. Thought I'd caught a peek? How are you feeling? Please, take care. I'm sick and I feel nauseous too. But I should be okay just talking for a bit. About the miracle digestive beauty you were about to launch, it seems the curse's symptoms appear when you drink both the tea and alcohol. Nishitani-san was hallucinating too and was hospitalized after suffering a heart attack. So the liquor-flavored cake and that tea were the worst combination ever. I wonder if Jun avoided drinking that tea because he knew what it was. I was about to take the blame again. I'm glad you let us know before we started selling it. What is that box anyway? Stocks of Beauty June's fermented organic protein. Oh, the tea in question was here last time, but it's gone. Did they throw it away? Huh? An unopened cardboard box. Maybe one of the orders that were sent back? Product name, Beauty Drink. Must be back during the recall incident. Oh yes, I need to ask Mr. Beauty and Rina-san about the recall incident. Boxes of returned products. Nothing unusual about them. Huh? What? The name on the shipping label. Mr. Mayusaki's name. It reads Mayusakil. It's almost a childish prank, but this is a curse in itself too. I guess someone rewrote this, but I wonder when it happened. Would Mr. Beauty know something? About the beauty drink recall incident. Could you tell us what happened back then? Is it related to what's going on? Sure, I guess. I did a lot of promotion and we sold to a lot of my followers. But the product itself was something Nishitani dug up somewhere with just the labels redone. And it turns out those drinks had harmful substances. How terrible. Must have been stressful for you. I guess. The uproar died down quickly enough, but June blamed Nishitani so much. Since then, Nishitani has been doing whatever June asks. Nishitani, on his end, now puts in fallbacks to avoid complaints. That reminds me, Nishitani-san mentioned that the bonus he sent Mayusaki-san was complaint-proof. Ah, must be about this. This photo? A pic from when he's handing the package to the delivery staff. He sends this over as proof of the package's condition, to prevent complaints from June's end. I see, so that's what he meant. Huh? By the way, this box looks somewhat different from the one Mayusaki-san posted on socials. The ceiling Ofuda is missing. You're right. But would Nishitani do anything that affects the product? He'd probably be too scared of June's claims to do such a thing. Various things, including product samples. Another plushy bear here with bangs like Mr. Beauty's. The product samples look normal enough. Let's check this plushie too. Nothing out of the ordinary, I think. I can see something around Mr. Beauty's neck. Don't know what it is, but it's scary. Oh, what the? There's a shadow which looks like a snake's body extending out from the box. Looks like it's headed somewhere. But where exactly? The same shadow as the first time we came here. It's kind of scary. The shadow is missing its hand. I wonder if the hands reaching out of the box belong to the shadow. Is it trying to grab Mr. Beauty? Is this shadow the person who holds a grudge against Mr. Beauty? I think I've seen this shadow somewhere. Nishitani-san's place, I think. Mayusaki-san, are you okay? Do you need an ambulance? Since your center director is a psychic, this can be purged, exorcised, right? Unless we know the cause, there's nothing we can do. Then get on it already! If your lot turn out useless, I'll... Something's wrong with my ear? Wait, no, good, I'm good. No damage done. Looks okay for now. I can check the room. You went ahead and opened the box? I peeled the warding Ofuda off and opened the lid. There were photos of me, full of needles. We'll take a look at the box itself. About the plushy bear at the entrance? Yeah? What? It has needles in it. I'm having trouble breathing, and the backs of my eyes hurt too. Why would anyone put needles in my plushie? Any idea who might have? How am I supposed to know? You go find out! Are any of the other plushies pincushion too? Need to check. By the way, this is the name on the shipping label for one of the delivered packages? Huh? Mayusakil? What the hell if I find the idiot who did this? Any idea when this might have been overwritten? How should I know, jealous haters? Check who the sender was. I'll make them pay later. Ugh. I wonder what he's going to do. Another counterclaim? Could you tell us a bit about the beauty drink recall incident? How is that even relevant right now?
Is that going to fix this curse or what?
That incident might have caused the curse.
That was Nishitani's fault. He went and grabbed stock from a factory that was going out of business. Utter nonsense. And all we did was change the label so there's no way any weird substances got in. Which means the stuff was in there already when Nishitani laid hands on that batch, or some bugs got in on the way to the customer addresses. And that good-for-nothing delivery dumbass still dares to show his face.
Mr. Beauty seems to blame all of his problems on others. The plushie at the entrance was stuck full of needles. This one could have been tampered with too. But this one seems fine. Or is this plushie not in a place where something can be done to it? Lots of photos of Mr. Beauty with needles in them. These look like publicity photos. Maybe they're from his product website? This photo is one where he's holding the product. I saw this one online. Did someone with a grudge print and send it over? He's not looking at the camera in this one, and his clothing is different from the usual. Also, this looks like it was taken somewhere in this home. Weird, this photo feels different from the others somehow. I wonder if Rina-san took this one. Let's think things over for a bit. The box contains several photos of Mr. Beauty. Most of them seem to be printed from online, but there was one suspicious photo among them. It's likely that it was taken by whomever is the source of this curse. Where was the photo taken, though?
You seem to be handling the situation quite well now.
It doesn't mean I've figured out any of the questions yet, though.
The photos in themselves don't seem to tell us much. Was there anything else notably suspicious?
The shipping label and the plushie bears. The bear near the entrance was full of needles.
The shipping label could probably be sent from anywhere by anyone. How about the bear? The resident Mr. Mayusaki was unaware what had happened to it.
Someone stuck needles into an object on display.
Curses are said to increase in potency the closer you are to the target.
Someone secretly stuck the entrance bear with needles. The one in the back was unharmed. From where was the photo taken and what for? Maybe it was taken secretly from Rina's phone to curse Mayusaki with. Probably not. Mr. Beauty in the photo looks different from his public persona. More like how he'd be every day at home. Let's think this over again. Maybe it was taken secretly from the entrance to curse Mayusaki with. So whoever took this photo, cast this curse, is able to come as far as this place's entrance at least. I need to figure out who it could be. The delivery guy. About these photos that were in the box. 2 of them are photos I took that we posted on socials. This one? Yes. And this one. I thought so. The first one was used in the post showing the red box to everyone. Do you remember anything about when you took it?
Let me think. When the box was delivered, I think June told me not to touch it and that we need to take a photo first. He gets really pissed if I touch the goods before he does, so I only touched the box that day after the photo.
So Mayusaki-san would always be the first to touch them. Let's think things over. The The red box in question. Who might have added the photos and writing to the box, turning it into a cursed box? Someone familiar with Mr. Beauty who might have a grudge against him. Not to mention quite a few people fit that description. He seems to make many enemies indeed, though that makes him a precious candidate for observing curses. Even my imaginary director is the mad scientist type. How do we narrow down the person who cast the curse? We should focus on the timing of each person's actions. The timing of their actions. That reminds me, something was off about the red box that Mr. Beauty received. Yes, the sealing ofuda. When exactly was that ofuda put on the red box? The sealing ofuda was put on the box after Nishitani-san received it, perhaps? Doesn't feel right. The photo just before sending the delivery doesn't show the ofuda. And Rita-san touched the box after Mr. Beauty did. What's clear currently is that the ofuda wasn't present when Nishitani-san took his photo. Yet it was there when the red box was delivered here. We need to narrow down which specific timing it might have happened. Excuse me. Between the photo and the delivery. I should check my journal and think this over again. The sealing ofuda was put on the box after Nishitani-san sent it over, perhaps. Yes, that must be it. Rina-san wouldn't touch the goods before Mr. Beauty does. Nishitani-san is wary of complaints, so he sends complaint-proofing photos. So the sealing ofuda was probably put on the box after it was sent off. Jasmine, how are you feeling? We're closing in on the source of the curse. I think I should be okay. Is Beauty Guy okay, though? I know what you mean, he's looking worse. So now he knows how it feels to be cursed. You're still not doing great, don't push yourself. Ah! It's from the director. Hello? Hey, you! Hurry up and get rid of this curse! I might die, you know? You'll all have to pay for this. June, you have to calm down. A rather rude and rowdy welcome. I believe your request was for us to evaluate your cursed artifact, but if you find our services unsatisfactory... Mr. Miyazaki, it's from our center director. He says we can just wrap up and go home if you prefer. Wait, okay, I take that back. Satisfied? I mean, really, I'm sorry, so please get rid of this curse. Alright then, I'll let our director know that we should keep working. Then I guess we should continue. The purpose of our dissolutions are to take apart the urban myths we've identified, and to bring light to the true nature of each myth. The urban myth that we had identified as the Kotoribako was gracefully brought to dissolution by our capable investigator, Mrs. Ami Fukurai. And that would have been the end of the investigation. Yet... Mr. Miyazaki may be running out of time. Let us expedite the dissolution. Please make it fast. Please! Miss Miyazaki-san! As you wish. The eye reveals all. Eye opener. Now, let the dissolution begin. Yes! The root of the anomaly, the source of the curse, was the red box. Mr. Miyazaki received this box from Mr. Nishitani, a business associate, and requested an evaluation by our Urban Myth Dissolution Center. So, Mrs. Ami, after investigating on site at Hirutsuka Village, what did you find the box to be? The box itself was just for storing tea. Great. You definitely uncovered the truth. The hallucinations and heart attacks said to be caused by the curse were actually caused by the tea.
The box was feared by the villagers due to its appearance, but it was actually just a box of tea. Or so it seemed. That's Millennium Puzzle 1. Yet it turned out that the box, supposedly just a box of tea, contained photos and a doll that seemed to be attempts to curse Mayusaki-san. Curses targeting specific individuals are powerful, and they unfailingly whittle away at the life of whomever is cursed. Ugh, I'm seeing double, and I'm sweating so much. This one is surprisingly effective. Let us record these observations. Director-san? Oh, of course. So, Mrs. Ami. Now, searching for the person who cast the curse. We found something besides the box itself. What were the suspicious items you discovered within this home? The two plushies had curses on them, the one at the entrance and the other in the back. The plushie in the back of the room had no indication of being cursed. Please try to remember things accurately. The plushie at the entrance and the addressee name on the shipping label were both cursed. Excellent. The plushie at the entrance had needles stuck into it, and the addressee name on the cardboard box's shipping label also had a curse on it. It seems that whomever cast the curse is steadily edging closer to their target. I find myself looking forward to their next move. Let us move on. One point of note is the box originating from the Tajima family estate in Hirotsuka village. The question is, why would items cursing Mayusaki-san end up in that box? So, Mrs. Ami, this individual who hated Mayusaki-san so much as to wish death upon him, when did they place the photos and doll inside the box? It could have been before the box was delivered to Mayusaki-san's place. I see. You seem to have a reason for thinking so. So, Mrs. Ami, kindly indicate the photo that tells us that your hypothesis is true. The photo of the box that Nishitani-san posted on socials. The box in the photo doesn't have the sealing Ofuda on it. Also, the complaint-proofing photo from Nishitani-san that Rina-san received didn't have the Ofuda on it either. Which means that up until Nishitani-san obtained the box from Hirotsuka village, the box didn't have the sealing Ofuda put on it. Brilliant. Well done. The sealing Ofuda wasn't present when this photo was taken. Yet the Ofuda is there when it reached Mayusaki-san's place. This means that the items cursing Mayusaki-san were placed in the box somewhere on the way. On to the final step. Now let us zoom in on the individual who cast numerous curses on this home. So, Mrs. Ami, who do you think cast the curses on Mayusaki-san? I feel it's someone other than those three people. Brilliant. Not Nishitani-san, not Rina-san, not Mayusaki-san. So, Mrs. Ami, if it's someone other than these three individuals, who could it be? The delivery staff, who was here the first time we came here. If the sealing Ofuda was missing before sending the package, but in place when it arrived, the Ofuda could have only been put on the box during the delivery. Ah, makes sense. Also, the delivery notice. There was writing on the bottom of the red box that had similar handwriting as the notice. Fabulous. Someone able to alter the red box before it was delivered to Mayusaki-san's place. Who had access to Mayusaki's entrance and cast the curse with recognizable handwriting? Only one individual fits that description. He is the one who cast the curse on Mayusaki-san. The mystery is now solved. Dissolution. So that's it for this curse?
Ito-san, why now?
So it's you! How dare you curse me!
Is it really you who cast the curse on Mayusaki-san?
Not a curse, a blessing. The divinity whispered to me.
Ito-san!
You little... Oh, look. More for you to complain about. The divinity was right. The curse will snuff you out.
Ito-san, what's going on? Did you drink that tea?
The divinity told me everything about the curse of death. I pulled out all of my molars and put them in that box, just as the divinity said. Ew.
Ito-san, that divinity is a hallucination. The tea is showing you illusions.
The divinity exists. They listened to me and taught me how to curse. Everything leads to the Great Reset.
Huh?
Why did you do all this? Why? I told you so many times that it wasn't my fault. You called me a stupid, a moron, good for nothing. Are these complaints I need to pay attention to? It's business we're doing here, right? Yes, just business. Glad you understand. I'll pull out your teeth and use them for the Great Reset. No! Shut it!
Jasmine!
Ugh, guys like him turn to violence so fast. The Great Reset is near. I'll see the prophecy fulfilled. I feel weak. I'll start with your teeth instead.
Sorry, Ito-san!
Good job.
Jasmine, are you alright?
Not bad, Sammy.
Thanks. Okay, well then. Rina-san, could you kindly call the police for help?
Will do.
Mayusaki-san, Rina-san, this concludes our investigation. We'll be heading out. As you requested, the center will take care of this box.
Yeah, I never want to see it again. Take it and go.
June, will you be alright?
Yeah, I feel much better already. Oh yeah, police just called. That pathetic delivery guy. He vomited blood in the squad car and was hospitalized. Said the snake was eating him. Maybe the curse backfired. I don't know. But phew, what a scare today. Didn't think curses even existed. Ugh. If the curse was born of hatred towards someone specific, it cannot truly be lifted.
June?
Whoa. The cursed relic we handled in this case brought harm to our investigators too. Was this curse indiscriminate, or was it aimed at a specific individual? Let us go over the case reports together. The activists, so-called Zimmers, arrested for their embassy intrusion. It turns out they are following directions from an unknown entity.
The Samezima admin, correct? Just as you predicted, Assistant Commissioner Tomorigi. Indeed. And by the way, I'm thinking of paying the closet a visit. I'll need paperwork for that. I can approve that. Something on your mind? The Illumine cards. I feel someone might be handing them out with specific intent. So the Urban Myth Dissolution Center is being caught up in that agenda? I'll need research to assess that possibility. Understood. I will let the librarian know. Jasmine seems to have recovered. Also, I brought the box itself. It turned out it wasn't a curse, but because of the tea. Fantastic. Very well done, Mrs. Ami. Huh? It seems that this case, too, was prophesized in this card. The seeds we have sown are blooming beautifully one by one. The first, the second, the third. And today, the fourth card, too, has fulfilled its prophecy. We have but 2 cards left. When the countdown reaches 0, devastation and judgment shall be upon us. Behold, the Great Reset! Behold, the Great Reset! Behold, the Great Reset! All right, so that was what's in the box. So it is 9:43, and I believe this is going to be enough for me this evening, so I'm going to check to see who is streaming right now. Doodly-doo-doo-doo, doodly-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Well, we are going to raid. We are going to raid Distortion Devil. They are playing Jackbox Party Pack, just so you know. It's probably going to be a little bit adult in there, but you guys are all grown up, so you guys can handle it. All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining me, and we are going to most likely switch to something new for Monday since it's February, but I will be returning to Urban Myth Dissolution Center next week. So, this has been Jewelry Jelly with Jessica and George Washing Machine. And until we meet again, may all of your tea times be perfect. Have a good night.